afternoon. You're watching Closing Trades on ET Now. I am Snehi Shah, and let's take a look at the way the markets are panning out right now. All in all, a very positive day of trade coming in for our markets back home. A 0.7% uptick for the Nifty at the highest point of the day is where the Nifty 50 is at. Similar move coming in for the Sensex, but it's actually Nifty Bank that has seen a very good recovery coming in. Yes, it managed to open in the green, but from there we have been consistently building up on the Nifty Bank. Let's pull up the Nifty Bank and take a look at what that's once doing. A 0.4% uptick coming in on the banking index. It's Shriram Finance, a 4.2% uptick coming in. We've had management commentary from the press conference earlier today on the back of that 20% stake purchase from MUFG, wherein Shriram Finance has said that the management control will largely remain with them and they have no plans of turning into a bank as of now. Those were some of the key takeaways from the Shriram Finance presser. So 4.2% uptick coming in on Shriram Finance today. That followed by Infosys and Wipro, both seeing a 3% uptick today on the back of the surge that we had seen in their ADRs over the course of the weekend. Yes, those ADRs managed to settle, but it's sentimentally positive for these stocks, which is why some of them are doing really well. Trent is doing very well today, a 2.5% uptick, as is the case with Bharti Airtel. Tech Mahindra, their commentary has been bullish on their growth plans ahead. Hindalco, Tata Motors BV, JSW Steel, a lot of them are doing very well. On the flip side, the select handful losers in the Nifty 50 group of stocks is Tata Consumer, SBI Life, HDFC Life. So perhaps some of the life insurance counters are not doing all that well. But from the broader end of the market, the exuberance is wonderful. The breath is cheerful today. Nifty mid-cap doing well in tandem with the index. Nifty small-cap is outperforming the index right now. A very good move coming in. In fact, the mid cap has also picked up some steam, but the Nifty small cap, a 1.2% uptick coming over there. The advance decline ratio very steeply in the favor of the advances, so nothing to complain over there. Sectorally, of course, the day of the IT stocks today, a 2% uptick led by Persistent Systems, followed by Nifty Metal, Pharma, Energy, FMCG, Auto, Bank. Even Nifty Realty, that is the least sectoral gainer, is at least in the green, and 0.1% uptick coming in on Nifty Realty, with Anantraj, Phoenix, Sobha, some of these names doing very well. Now, on the back of some news flow, KEC International is doing well today, as is the case with some of the shipping counters. Pull up a Cochin Shipyard, Mascot Docks, all of them seeing gains between 5 and 7%. Garden Reach also doing very well. You have Nalco, Hindalco, RVNL, BEML. So, a lot of these defense, infra, railway, that's the theme of the market today. Lots of exuberance over there on the back of the trade deal with New Zealand that's close to being signed, and overall the market positivity that some of these themes are seeing. They have been really good, and also on the bunch of couple of order wins. That is how the market is shaping up to be like right now. But let's shift focus and talk about the wires and cables industries. Want to see what KEI, Polycab, some of those stocks are doing in trade right now. Good moves coming in on the back of the Morgan Stanley note. That is looking cheerful for some of these names, because Morgan Stanley has given an overweight rating to the wires and cable sector, expecting stronger growth in the second half. My colleague Rabinder is joining us with more details from the brokerage note. Rabinder.
Well, yes, Morgan Stanley has come out with a note on wires and cable sector, where they see a sector has a multiple demand tailwind amid the conductive macros, and Morgan Stanley sees a strong demand across T&D, renewables, real estate, infrastructure, and rooftop solar are driving healthy domestic cables and wire volume growth, and the channel continues to restock amid inflationary commodity trends. And Morgan Stanley say that the H2 FY26 will be better in terms of volume as compared to first half of FY26, and they estimate there is about more than 80% probability for the scenario, and they estimate profitabilities are illustrative and assigned subjectively based on their assessment of the likelihood of the scenario. And for Polycab, they have maintained their overweight rating and high target price to rupees 9,373 as compared to earlier target price rupees 8,672. And for KEI Industries, they have maintained their overweight rating with target price rupees 5,164 as compared to earlier target price rupees 4,793. So back of this bullish note from the Morgan Stanley on the wires and cable industry, both Polycab and KEI Industry is up more than 2 to 4%.
Us through that. So yes, Morgan Stanley continues to remain bullish on some of these wires and cables